Hello, my friend. It's your man, Will Murphy, coming to you with the 3 fat loss tactics, tricks that I've learned throughout my process and my health and fitness journey that has helped me and my clients compress less of months, years even, into a very short amount of weeks and a short amount of months that can hopefully get you where you need to be, where you're going fast. Before we get started, I just want to say, if you're trying to lose fat, you've got to look at your nutrition first. Nutrition is pretty much all of the game. You can never outmove, you can never outrun a bad diet. It's always going to catch you. And you can lose the benefits of a week of working out with about 5 to 10 minutes in the kitchen. So you've really got to pay close attention to the consistency of your diet. Tracking, all of your foods, or at least 80% of your foods. You've got to make sure that you've got them nailed down. You've got it, that 80-20, the Pareto principle. If you're not consistently taking in less calories, even if it's just a little bit, taking in less calories than you're putting out, it's not going to really do anything for you. Any tricks, any pills, any tactics are not going to get you where you need to be. But with that being said, once you get that unlocked, once you have the consistency right there, these will hopefully get you over the edge. That'll hopefully accelerate and make it accelerate in a healthy way for you to achieve your fat loss goals in even less time. Let's get started. Number 1 is gut health. This does not just fall under fat loss. It falls under better mindset. The gut has, I'm probably going to spend a whole video talking about gut health at another time, but gut health has, less bloating, making sure that you're not taking in things that are making, giving you an allergic inflammatory response, things like gluten, dairy, lowering them as much as you can, and like alcohol, things that are going to bloat you or get water out of the system or dehydrate you. You don't want that. The best case scenario, you're pooping once a day, you're taking in half your body weight in ounces of water. That's ideal. You want to have lots of fruits and fresh fruits and veggies, organic ideally. You don't want things like pesticides and GMOs in them. Fruits and veggies are full of water. Think about eating your water. That's essentially what you're doing. And it's very easy, if they're using pesticides, that it's easy to get into the fruits and vegetables. Another great way to hack them is one of my favorites, P3OM, probiotic by BioOptimizers. Easily one of the best probiotics that I've tried, and helps my gut health, helps me digest things much better. I almost don't go a day without taking them. I usually take it before I eat my breakfast and then before bed, just so that it doubles every 20 minutes, so that I get plenty of probiotics, and the price is right. That's for damn sure. They do such a great job. Wade Lightheart and BioOptimizers, those guys are the best of the best in terms of supplements and gut health. Even if you are burning fat and losing fat, you're not going to feel it as much, especially because most people want to lose belly fat. They don't really care about many other areas. You're like, oh, I lost a little bit of fat in my arms. That's really doesn't matter for most people. People want to feel it. Even if it's just placebo, people want to feel tighter around their belly. Probiotics will help you in that area a lot. So if you're looking into probiotics by BioOptimizers, P3OM is the best of the best. Number 2 is the fact that cardio can be a time waster. And I say that because of a couple reasons. If you like cardio, go for it. Keep doing what you're doing. If it's a staple of your exercise, keep doing it. Walk, run, jog, do your cardio. I'm not telling you not to. But if you're going to start cardio because you want to lose fat, might not be a good way to do it because of a couple of different reasons. In my experience with myself and with my clients as well, if I start people on cardio, myself as well, if I start doing more cardio, a couple days will go by, and if it's a little too intense, what I'll find is at the end of the day, I'll get really hungry. And it's not hungry for, fresh fruits and veggies. It's hungry for carbs. The thing with cardio that's really bad is your metabolism is increased when you do it, but once you stop, it resets right back down to the base levels. If you focus more on weight training, you're telling your body to build more muscle. So even if your weight might not come down, because during your recovery, you're growing more muscle. You're building more strength up. You're not going to be necessarily losing weight because your weight might not come down because muscle is so much more dense. So you might not see it, but it's heavier per size, per unit area than fat is. But in my experience, people who just start cardio, after a couple days, after a week, they are much hungrier, and it makes it that much tougher to stick to their nutrition. So I'd rather focus just on nutrition, weight train, get stronger in different areas, more mobile and more structural integrity of the body, than to just start cardio just to burn a couple hundred calories every couple days. If you want to do cardio, great way to do it, long, slow, non-exercise activity. Just going for a walk, 30 minutes to an hour a day is I find is really helpful. It's strengthening the mindset because you listen to music, things that you enjoy, put you in a good mood. Listen to something, audiobooks or even YouTube videos that are on self-improvement, like this channel, and things of that nature that can help you become a stronger version of yourself. In my experience with cardio, I and many of my clients who just started, not the people who can do it on a consistent basis, for them, you keep doing what you're doing. If you enjoy it, if you love it, and it's not hurting you in some way, knee, back, low back, or anything like that, keep doing it. Keep going for it. But if you're just looking to start cardio because you want to lose fat, it's not the place to go. You've got to go to your plate. You got to go to the kitchen first. The kitchen's going to have much more leverage than just hopping on a treadmill or going outside for a very intense run. Number 3 is stress eating or overeating. Stress eating and overeating is often, from my experience, for myself, because I've dealt with it in many different occasions, I find that stress eating and overeating is often because of an emotional stress, either with family, friends, a loved one, things of that nature where you want to find some comfort. So either you go to a cigarette or you go to some food or alcohol, just to make yourself feel calm because you're certain it's going to make you feel good. It's possibly avoidance, but it's comforting in the short term. What you're really going to want to do is talk to a therapist about it, or somehow find resolve in the issues and act out of love instead of out of hate, because talking to somebody about it, just talking, being open to somebody who's maybe a therapist, is probably the best thing that you can do about this area, and they'll be able to better treat what your challenges are currently, because this is a tough one. Stress eating and overeating, it's more behavioral. It's a sense of comfort that people really enjoy. That's why it's so tough. It's really tough to change your eating habits. It's really important to be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself, and be very proud of the incremental changes that you made. Like if you just focus on drinking enough water on a daily basis, and you say, okay, I'm gonna get better at food. I'm going to. It's going to take some time. I'm going to just focus on my water. And drinking enough water on a daily basis is going to increase your mental capacity, your performance, and just make you feel better all around. Whereas trying to change your behavior patterns around food, whether you've got a lot of people around you who may not be great examples of how to eat healthy, that's tough to do, because especially if it's parents and loved ones, it's really tough to change your eating patterns, because they're not going to change, and they might make it tougher because they're uncomfortable with you trying to change and become a better version of yourself in that area, because it makes them feel like they're not enough. So they might want to. It's a tough conversation to have, but it's a conversation that you need to have, simply saying, look, I need to change my health. This is my path. This is my pattern. I'm going to try and change my health. If you'd like to come along with me for a ride, by all means, you can. You can join in my health changes, but I'm going to be eating different foods. I'm going to be trying different things, and I'd love for your full support on this. Simply saying something along those lines can really help you. Fat loss, I believe, starts up here. It doesn't start in the belly. It could start in the belly. If you get your system where it needs to be, sure. But once you make the conscious and determined effort to give yourself love, to be kind to yourself, even when you mess up, even when you don't do what you said you would, come back at it the next time. Come back at it the next time, and sooner or later, the incremental changes, the habits will improve. You've got to have the long-term approach, because too often people they fantasize about, if I lose 15 pounds in a month or 2 months, I'll have everything that I needed. It's increasing your trajectory over the long term will always be the best, because we can't really compute the compound effect. But if you take care of yourself and you're loving to yourself, fat loss and whatever your goals you have seem to be much easier. Take care. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye now.